Hi fellow trader, welcome to this platform. If you're seeing this, it is my very first time making such a video, and I have been trading for the last close to 7 years. I began trading in 2019, was unprofitable till 2024. Then all I can say for the last 2 years have been kind of good to me. Yeah, and so to start with, let me show you the Telegram channel that I created. I began this channel today just to try and showcase my work to you guys, to whoever might be interested in, and I'll be giving everything here for free. All my setups will be free. As you can see, this was my first setup I gave for today, and as you can see, it didn't trigger. I had already set the sell limits, then it is sold all of a sudden without even triggering my entry. And I got the second setup, which also didn't trigger my entry. This is what it did. It came very close to my entry and just sold. Then here came my setup of the day. This one triggered, and as you can see, sorry for that, it triggered. I first got in a bit early because the setup really happened when I was, let me show you my trading view. This is what happened. This is the setup here. Okay, this was another setup. I'll explain about it. So this was the setup. This was the M3 break-off structure, and then I looked for liquidity on the M1, then looked for my supply area, which happens to be my resistance. But in SMC we don't see resistance and support, we only see supply and demand. So I looked for imbalance. As you can see, there was some imbalance here. Imbalance is also a fair value gap. Sorry for that. As you can see, let's say this candlestick 1, 2, candlestick 3. As you can see, there's a space between candlestick 1 weeks and candlestick 3 weeks. So this space is called an imbalance. It wasn't yet filled up until the market came, swept my liquidity. This is my liquidity, swept my liquidity, then went straight to my entry. But in this case, I was busy. I already had the analysis, but I was busy doing other things. I'm a programmer. I was working on a code today. I used to do programming. I was working on a code, so I really got caught up on the code, and I forgot there was this. So when I came, the market had already triggered and it was around here. So what do you do as a trader? I know my analysis is good, and it hadn't gone that far since this was a 1:7. So I knew if I entered somewhere here, I'll still get at least one is close to 1:4. I was still okay with it. So I got into this trade, and after selling for a bit, 2 minutes, for about 2 minutes, it went back to my entry. And what I did, I just closed the losing trades. It wasn't that a big loss. It was just about $20, and I took more refined entries since it was already at my entry. And as I can show you on my Telegram channel here, these are my entry, as you can see. Sorry for that. A minute, please. A minute, please. Why is it not opening? Sorry for that. I don't know what. I'm yet to be conversant with this thing. So as you can see, these were the first trades I took. Moved up, that was a loss, then I closed. Then I took more refined entries. This is my actual entry now. Then I sold, and within 2 minutes I had already triggered my TP1. You can see from this red dot to this blue arrow here, and it came all the way down. TP1 was hit, then it was still selling, and that's how I got my TP1. As you can see, my TP1 was $36. I know it's not clear, sorry for that. It's not clear, that much clear, but it's okay. I'll have in the next video, I won't make such petty mistakes. On this other one we have this is it sold and hit my TP. So then we got another trade which also triggered my entry. Sold and I hit TP1. TP1, as you can see, this is about 50. I think it was 50. I can't see that well, but I think it was around $52. Yeah, so I was waiting for my TP2, and unfortunately the market sold, but unfortunately moved up, and it's okay, it's part of the game as long as you follow your rules. So as you can see, let's go to my trading view. Let me reset the chart. So this is also the trade, and I'll show you a similarity between the two trades. I know you're wondering how are you trading M3 market structure. So this is what I said. This is how I trade this M3. So when I get a break of structure on the M3, the candlesticks that breaks the structure, it has to be the last candlestick that breaks. We don't need another body closing below this candlestick here. It just needs to move up, sweep the liquidity that we will identify on our M1. So this is what I do. If I identify market structure on M15, I will look for liquidity on the M5 or M3. That's what I do. Okay, so M3 for market structure, M1 for liquidity and entry. So you can see it here, this candlestick, it was the only candlestick that broke this break of structure, and there was no other body below it. Okay, so what did I do? Such setups are very rare to find, but we have to wait. It's not an easy thing. Sometimes I wait for such setups for maybe even like 2 weeks, but I have multiple ways of trading, so it doesn't mean that I will stay for 2 weeks without trading. Mostly I trade for about 3 to 4 days a week, and as you can see, this M1, I identified my liquidity. This is my imbalance here, so I drew my supply from that region. This is my supply, and waited for the market to get to my supply and fill this imbalance, then sell. So supply and liquidity imbalance, to me, I call it a magnet in this market, because it attracts the market to come and fill it up. So it's sold, and you're also wondering, how did you get this TP? I have a way that I use my fib. I usually place my fib from the lowest point to the highest of that swing. So this was my swing, this was my lower low, lower high. So this is my highest point, and this is my another lower low. So this is the lowest point of this swing to the high, and then this is the last figure I use. These are my own settings. I have tested it. I'm not here to keep anything. I'll show you what I do, and Next I went for the M3. This was also an M3 setup. I don't know what happened, but it's okay. So as you can see, the same thing happened. The market sold, retraced to a lower high, then formed a lower low. You can see this candlestick that broke this, because this break of structure, there was no other candlestick closing below it. Okay, this candlestick can push a wick down here, but the body doesn't have to cross here. It has to be above. So I came to my M1, identified liquidity. This is liquidity. To me, this is liquidity. It was swept and triggered my entry. I sold, hit my TP1, came back to my entry, sold again. I think I had made around, I think I was close to 1:3. Since I had risked about $50 on this trade, I think I was at around $150 here. I was expecting at least $550 on this trade, then plus 50, so $600 on this trade. But all in all, it reversed against me and I was stopped up. But what keeps you moving on this field? It's the discipline you have. You know, for me I have my TP1 has to be 1:1. Okay, so in any case the market reverses against me, that will just be a break even. But it gets to some point where the market can just sell like this, and I will drag my SL to break even. Okay, but in this case I don't do that, but I'll explain that later on in some more videos. I'm here to ensure that at least you don't struggle as I did. 4 years of unprofitability is too long. I had quit campus, so life was tough, but all in all I didn't give up. I kept on pushing. So that's all for today, and as you can see on my channel, yeah, that's what happened. The sell hit, that's a break even. So I got around $52. I lost around $50. So actually I had $2 in profit. I'm trying to open this image, but they ain't opening, but it's okay. So I'm dropping the link to this channel, to this Telegram channel, and you'll be able to find it below this video, or I'm posting this on YouTube and Facebook. So in case you need to join the channel and follow for more setups will always be for free. I'm always giving them for free. I'm never selling. There will be no VIP channel or such bullshit. No. I'm not doing that. And so what I'll do is I will share the link to this channel. You can join, follow for these updates. They can help. They'll help. And be sure, at least if you listen to what I'm saying, you'll be guaranteed of profitability, my friend. So I'll post this on YouTube, on Facebook. I'm not yet on Instagram, but I'll soon be joining there, and kindly follow up for more. Yeah, thank you.